begun yet. We're so accustomed in the stock market to a major shock happening and there being like this immediate resolution and then V-shaped recovery, which you do get from time to time. These stocks are still making new lows. Let's look at Vornado, VNO. Let's look
He's
at,
talking
for
about
example,
the crash of
SL
commercial
Green,
property
SLG. These
that
are
is
awesome
coming.
companies. These are going to be terrible investments, and it's not their fault. There's nothing they can do about it. You are not going to return to 100% of corporate employees sitting in office buildings Monday through Friday. No matter how bad you want it, it's not going to happen. And the problem is the recovery for this particular segment of real estate is going to be forever, if it ever happens at all. We have too many office buildings in every major city. The leases that people were signing 3, 4, and 5 years ago were outrageous relative to what the new leases will end up being. And it's just going to be a very challenged space. You've got a lot of participation from banks, regional banks, all the lending, CMBS, commercial mortgage-backed securities, another $100 billion marketplace worth of assets. That's going to be challenged. Private equity. There's just, we have not yet seen, we've seen the stock prices come down for the office building REITs, but we have not yet seen what it looks like to have a secularly impaired segment of the market. And so it's just something that I just don't want to be involved in right now.
Yeah. I mean, we might have too much commercial, real estate in these big cities, just given the environment we're in, but we don't have enough residential real estate in many of these areas.
That'll take 10 years.
No, I understand, but I understand. Right. I did see a story about New York City, for example, taking a commercial building and turning it into residential. I understand that the runway to get that done, it takes a while, but nonetheless, it's not like these things are going to remain.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. I do. The question now, though, is what all of this means for how we think about the market itself, how we think about what the Fed may do next week, whether it's greatly impacted, its path is impacted by all this. Here's Gunlock with me yesterday on Closing
This is
Bell
again
about
March
what he thinks the Fed should do
14th,
next week.
after the bank failure last week.
Well, I think the Fed at this point
Of Silicon
will probably
Valley
raise just
Bank.
25 basis points. Yeah, I would say at this point the chance, things are happening so quickly that even though it's a week away, a little over a week away, anything can sort of happen. But things are happening so quickly. I just think that at this point the Fed is not going to go 50. I would think 25, and I know that people are wondering if they're going to go up at all. I just think to save kind of the program and their credibility, they'll probably raise 25 basis points.
And he said, Joe, that'll be it.